It was normal. We spoke about many things, I think, and you read it that nobody pushed me.
In other words, no pressure.
So the White House has released a memo of the conversations between these two presidents. But the big question is, was there any quid pro quo? Was Donald Trump trying to get the Ukrainian president to investigate his political rival in exchange for military aid?
A classic mafia-like shakedown of a foreign leader.
And the answer is no. There was no explicit offer of aid for these political favors.
I didn't do it. There was no quid pro quo.
However, when you look at the readout, you can see that as soon as the Ukrainian president starts talking about military aid and the missiles he was going to buy, Donald Trump turns it around and says, I have a favor.
Asking for favors.
I just don't interpret it that way.
The other thing that was interesting about the readout from this conversation was Donald Trump time and time again pointed President Zelensky to Rudy Giuliani, who is his personal lawyer, unpaid personal lawyer, former mayor of New York, as a person that he should be in touch with to find out more, to provide more information about the investigation and any results of this.
He did nothing wrong under the law or otherwise.
Donald Trump essentially was bypassing a lot of the foreign policy apparatus within his own White House and elevating this one individual to be in charge of the investigation.
Does anyone think this conversation was in the national interest, or was it in the president's personal political interest?
Democrats are going to point to it and say, this is grounds for impeachment.
If we allow this president off the hook, we will have created the precedent that some people are above the law and can act with complete impunity.
While Republicans are going to point to passages in this conversation where Donald Trump talked about how European allies should give more money to Ukraine.
Europe has to put up money for Ukraine also. Why is it only the United States putting up the money?
And therefore, all of this push for impeachment, all these accusations against the president, this is just once again another example of Democrats who have been out to get Donald Trump from the very beginning.